Took me out, man. I could never go against Michael's version ever.
Did you ever meet him?
I met him once. Oh, you know where I met him? It's really crazy. And this is really crazy. This was during I was with Lionel. We were in Las Vegas performing. This is before it was, what theater was that? We were doing a show at a theater. It was at Planet Hollywood. And so we had just did a show there. I think it was 2003. I believe it was 2003. 2003. We did the show. So after the concert, people were outside of Lionel's room waiting to meet him. There was a couple of people, but they had cleared everybody out. There was this lady there, and then there was this old man. It was like an old man there. So I went up and I was talking to the old man for a second. I said, "Are you here waiting for Lionel?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I'm waiting." He said, "It was a great show, by the way." I said, "Oh, thank you." I was talking to the lady, and she said, "Yeah, it was a great show." And then we talked for a minute. And then the next thing I know, he says, "Yeah, man," he says, "I really, really enjoyed the show." And he said, and on top of it, he says, "I really enjoyed the work that you did for my sister." And I said, "Your sister?" I said, "Who's your sister?" And he didn't say. He smiled, and then he went in the room. And I said, "Who's he talking about?" And then the lady was next to me. She said, "That was Michael Jackson in disguise." I went, "What? What?" He had this old man disguise. I was like, "What?" Man, I was talking to Mike. He didn't even tell me. He said I was working with your sister. I'm like, "Who's this old man sister that I worked with?" Because he was an old ass man. I said, but he had a disguise on.
Oh my
man, I was tripping. So when he went in, and then after when I talked to Lionel, I was like, "Yo," I said, "There was Mike." He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Did you see the disguise?" I said, "Yeah." He talked to me in that disguise. I didn't know that was him. And his voice was deep. He wasn't like, "You said Mike is it?" No, he was like, "Yeah, man. He changed his voice and everything." He said, "Mike is a trip." He got me. He got me.
He knew you from Rhythm Nation.
Yeah, he knew. Yeah, of course he did. That's what he knew. Yeah, he said, "Yeah." And he said it like that too. He's like, "Yeah, I really enjoyed the work you did with my sister." And right when I said my head, I went, and I was like, "Who was?" And then by the time I realized he was already, in the room with Lionel, so I didn't get time to respond. And then the lady said, "Oh, that's Michael in disguise." I was like,
"Oh my goodness."
He got me, yeah.
Yeah, but he still, the fact that he still remembered you from that, he put two and two together.
Well, yeah, he watched the show. I'm sure he knew who I was, just, the name, I guess.
No, but it's such 15, 20 years. That's a long time to say this was the guy who,
Yeah, well, it was like, because that was 1989, 99. Yeah, it was like 13, 14 years, yeah. 13, 14 years since that. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a long time. They still, wow. Yeah,
he remembered.
Yeah.
He knew. And I also auditioned for his Thriller tour. I did an actual video audition, as a keyboard player. Of course I didn't get it, but I auditioned, so I'm sure he probably seen that as well.
Oh, so this was Thriller tour, because he didn't do a Thriller tour. He did it
was that tour after Thriller. It was whatever that tour was.
It was the Victory tour. He did it with the brothers.
Was it the Victory? No, it wasn't. Oh, maybe it was the Victory tour.
Yeah, because after Thriller, he did with the brothers, and then
it was one of those tours.
Was it bad? Was it not bad?
When was Bad? When was Bad released?
Bad was released in about 1987, so 88. So this is 2 or 3.
So it wasn't. Yeah, it was that, because this is around 87.
Yeah, so it was Bad.
So I think it was the Bad tour, because we went. I had to, as an audition, you had to go down to. There was this place in North Hollywood called Leeds Rehearsal, and that's where they were holding all the auditions. So I went down there. They put you on the camera, and they ask you all these questions. You sit there, and then you get on the keyboard, you play, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I did that like in about 80. Yeah, like I said, I was doing everything around 86, 87.
Okay.
Whatever was going on, I was there. I was doing it. Yeah. No, but I knew I probably wouldn't get it, but I said, "Hey, I'm auditioning anyway."
Yeah, but you probably, I wonder if you had done it. I doubt if Janet would have picked you just because she wanted to be independent. So that sense of, oh, you did for Michael, and people always,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And I
And
thought about that too.
yeah, she would have just thought no, anything because, but then I've a lot of of us who are big Michael fans. Um, I've really recently found out that actually the Rhythm Nation album was had such an impact on him that he tried to chase that sound to his detriment, meaning that he just kept away from the things that made him, his soul
Yeah,
and everything. And he was
that's true.
trying to
Yeah,
recreate that
that's true.
album with other producers, and that's I mean, it was a great album, but I yeah, I don't know if he needed to try and recreate with his and chase the
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. But hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I reach out my hand to you. I have faith in all you do. I reach out my hand to you. I have faith in all you do.
Just call my name and I'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
Just let me fill your heart with joy and laughter.
Togetherness,
It's all I'm after. Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Oh,
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you about being a member of Halftime Chat. As a member, you get the full interviews on day one. You actually get some exclusive interviews, some interviews that don't get broadcast. You get some behind the story stuff. You get some unedited stuff. Quite a lot of things that will be happening for our members. There's been a lot of you who've been members and supporting us, and I really appreciate every single one of you. But as I said, just for the rest of you, think about joining the Halftime Chat membership and just see the fun that you get just being part of this growing community, celebrating R&B, celebrating hip-hop, celebrating old school. But thanks for watching and being part of this. Take care.